Good morning, welcome to another beautiful edition of the show. The show remains Perspectives. And as usual, Yinka Kenny is my name. This morning, garnished. Garnished with Habib Abdul.
Finally, right? Did you miss me?
I did. I really missed you. I missed you.
Good morning, viewers. Feels good to be back here once again. And the show is still Perspectives. Let's ride.
Yes. Riding on this morning, you know that here on the show, if it happened, it's happening, or it's being talked about, the gist is here. And we don't only bring you the gist. What we do to you is we try to break down all the big grammar in the polity. Or you know, all these leaders and the politicians, they can speak big grammars. So this morning, we're going to be breaking down some grammars for the sake of some of us that do not even have the patience to read it, or don't even have the patience to try to even, you know, this stress in the country is.
And we relax it too, you need to say that.
Yes, we relax it, yes. Because the stress is just too much. These days, before you go in the traffic, with the floods, the hunger, people are hungry, you know, like I was saying last week, that the minister of...
Not everybody agrees to that.
The minister of Agric is saying people are not hungry. Me, I'm hungry, and I'm saying it on air, so that you can hear that I'm hungry. So
but unfortunately, they've distributed 1.3 billion to the poor. Anyway,
this morning we're going to be talking about the $150 billion investment between Russia and Nigeria. Or will I say that Russia is investing into Nigeria? Yes, we're going to be breaking it down, giving it to you in a relaxed atmosphere. Well, first off, we're going to tell you what it is about. You know, the president attended the Russia-African Summit. And the two countries, they came together and they had an agreement in the oil and gas sector, in the security sector, and the railway, and they much more talked about the mines industry and the agric industry. Russia, according to the report, is investing $150 billion in Nigeria. Well, Russia is not giving Nigeria $150 billion. What Russia is doing is that Russia is, you know, coming as a country to Nigeria to put down the infrastructure, the facility, and to monitor it themselves. It's an investment that's going to run for several years, and even after the present president tenure.
Present administration.
Yes, it's still going to be. Still going to be ongoing. Russia is coming to help us complete the Ajaokuta steel rolling mill. Also, apart from that, because everybody is talking about the Ajaokuta.
We've been talking about it for long.
Yes, and because Russia is intervening, that's almost the only thing they are talking about. But that's not the only thing Russia is doing. Russia is also, you know, constructing a 1,400 kilometers track that will run from Lagos to Calabar. So,
nice.
yes, I hope these things will just come into existence. At least with all the stress of the traffic and all that, we can have a little bit ease and maybe a little bit of security on the roads.
And the steel industry too, if it comes to it's a great boost.
It's a great, exactly, and it's a breakthrough. They also intend to commence the construction of a power plant in the country. They will work together in the oil sector. That is the NNPC, that's the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, and a Russian leading oil company to revive the refinery in Nigeria, which is our main backbone in the country. They are working together for the development of gas infrastructure also. Russia is to provide, they also want to provide us military infrastructure, including 12 attack helicopters in order to fight Boko Haram. And every other insurgency. I think it's a good one from the president. Everybody they've been saying in the past that President has been traveling and traveling and traveling.
Now
we are seeing that at least
something to hold on
yes,
to.
and the good thing about this deal is that in this deal, there's no intermediary, there's no consultant, there's no middleman or whatever. The deal is between Nigeria and Russia. Yes, is the government of Nigeria and the government of Russia. So there's no corruption.
I hope so.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so. But I think
but it is fine.
It is a step in the right direction. Let's hope, we hope and we believe that this will be seen through. And the administration after the President Muhammadu Buhari will continue no matter whatever the party is, whether it is FFF or party NYSC or party NNPC or whatever. I hope the next administration will drop politicking after the elections and move on with this. It's a good one. This morning, the number to call is 0906 7575 260. 0906 7575 260. Call us to give us your own perspectives of what we have told you. If you feel that yes, it's a step in the right direction, let's hear your perspective. If you feel the other way, if you feel otherwise, let's hear your perspective. Abib, you want to tell us something? Yeah, before you even go ahead, let me just quickly mention, I know that a lot of people want to hear this. Our Vice President Yemi Osinbajo in the news, he has warned against the use of social media platforms to promote disinformation, which could easily lead to the breakdown of law and order. What's the big news there now? The big news that has been going all around is that he stated that he is not, he does not subscribe to regulation of social media, which means at least I can try to say that he's saying that he doesn't feel that the way to go is regulating social media. Social media should be a free platform to for everyone to be able to express whatever you feel or whatever I feel. That's what the Vice President is saying. But notwithstanding, he's also warning that as individuals, as a corporate body rather, we should try not to, put things out there on social media that could
cause
mayhem.
Mayhem, yeah. We shouldn't be malicious with what we do on social media. We should be responsible, which is correct, absolutely.
Yes. The number to call is on your screen. Please call us. Let's hear your own perspective this morning.
Okay, we are still redeeming our image as a country, and the Minister of Youth and Sports, Mr. Sunday Dare, has finally approved that Nigeria pays the remaining sum from the IAAF. We were supposed to.
I think we talked about that story.
We talked about the story. It's an update.
You want to refresh our memory?
Okay, beautiful. Yes. In 2018. The International Association of Athletics Federation paid into the account of Nigeria $150,000 instead of $15,000. So it's a zero error actually. And by the time they tried tracing the fund until they discovered that this is where the mistake came from. We were supposed to pay $15,000 to Nigeria. They paid $150,000, and they communicated that through a letter in June 2018. The former minister said then, it was a bit of a back and forth. I won't pay, you won't pay. A letter eventually concluded that he would pay 50% of the money.
To what end?
Do you get? Later, a statement was made that they used it to fund some athletes in one African competition.
The money that is not yours.
The money that is not yours, it was paid in error. At the end of the day, the new minister, Sunday Dare, finally approved and has decided to pay $65,000 US. This is because the former minister...
the balance.
That's the balance. The former minister actually paid $50,000. Okay. You know, the entire balance is 135. That's 115 from... That 15 they paid to other countries, okay, which they should pay to Nigeria.
Which they should. Oh, so the difference is 135,000.
So the former minister paid 50,000.
We're talking about dollars here.
Exactly. You know, the former minister paid, 50,000. Now the current minister has approved the payment of $65,000, and it says, "I've only completed the refund because it is the right thing to do."
Which is, it is the right thing to do.
It doesn't put us in a good light when
we talk about corruption, we talk about maintaining our integrity, we talk about, bilateral relationship.
Yes.
We need, then to what end are we holding money that is not, if as an individual, I pay money into your account mistakenly, and you are mandated to refund my money, why would a nation not do the same thing?
Exactly.
It's just the right thing to do.
Right,
so we give kudos to the Honorable Minister this morning, Sunday Dare. You've done the right thing, and we give you a big applaud in redeeming the image of the country. Yeah. He has said he will.
Yes. He has approved it, so there's no going back on it. And it's better late than never.
We want to hear your perspective this morning. The number to call is 0906-7575-260. Don't go anywhere. Please, when we come back, let the calls roll in. All right, welcome back. The show is still Perspectives. I think I don't know what's happening to our phone line this morning. I think we are having a bit network issue this morning. Wow. There's a story that was in the news, I think it was last week, was in the news. A lion escaped from the Kanu Zoo, and the whole state was put in disarray. You can imagine when a lion finds his way out of the cage, that means there's trouble in the...
There's trouble. People will hardly sleep.
Yes.
Because you don't know where it is. They couldn't even locate until they found it.
And their governor had to come to say that, please, those that are hunting for the lion, once you see that lion, just shoot on sight, which is the right thing to do. It's just the right thing to do. Somewhere during the week, the lion was found in a particular cage, a cage for goats. And they said the news that we heard was that the lion consumed all the goats. So the state had to, seek for help from other quarters so that this lion could be, either caught or killed, so that it doesn't cause
further
damage or a great damage. And thank God, there was no life that was lost.
Apart from the lives of the goats.
Apart from the lives of the goats. Jelly, as if the lion knew that. They said that they should shoot it at sight. The lion just jelly walked back to his cage. And in the morning, it was on Sunday morning, they found the lion around its cage, and they were able to lure it into the cage and locked it up. This happened in Kano State. We'll be right back. Please don't go anywhere. We want to go for a short break. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back once again. I really want to apologize to our viewers this morning that unfortunately we have issues with our telephone lines and we are unable to pick your call. I'm sure a lot of people have been trying to get us online. The line is having issues. We want to assure us that when we come your way next week, we will be able to pick your calls. You have one more story for us there.
Yes, one more story. This time around, on a rather sad note, it's still an update from a story we have brought to you before. The story of a 17-year-old, Aisha Bello, in Zamfara State, who set herself ablaze because she was denied marriage with her.
Sorry, Abib. Let me just hold you on a bit before we go on. I'd like to tell our viewers that you can send us text messages or WhatsApp message on 0810-851-6644, 0810-851-6644. Text messages, WhatsApp messages. When we come your way next week, I assure us that we're going to read out our messages because I know that a lot of people want to comment on this particular story. The number to send your messages to is 0810. I'd like my director to please help put this number on the screen. 0810-851-6644. 0810-851-6644. Send your text messages, send your WhatsApp, and when we come your way next week, we'll definitely read your opinion out. Okay, you want to talk?
Okay, yeah. So the head of the community, or head of the family, as it were, broke the news to her that they won't go ahead with the marriage because the suitor was unemployed. She's 17 years old.
Yeah, we brought the story to our viewers. Was it 3 weeks ago?
I think it's more than that.
More than 3 weeks.
Around September.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Okay. He broke the news to her, not knowing how far this girl had gone. You know, on leaving, the girl decided to set herself ablaze. Good enough, she didn't die. You know, then she's been alive. And the interesting part is that the state government has even promised taking care of the medical bills. You know, the state government has been paying the medical bills, and the government has even assured that they will go ahead with the marriage. That they will go ahead with the marriage if, or unfortunately, we just got news that she passed on. So it's rather sad. That's how the old
she didn't survive it.
She didn't survive it. Despite
the
damage control that was they tried to implement. Unfortunately, she didn't survive it.
It's so sad.
It's really sad.
It's really, really sad. It's a very sad one. Okay, we go straight to the social media right now. Our first tweet this morning is from Uche Jumbo. Uche Jumbo is saying that one of the most successful, inspiring women I know almost did something very stupid because of go and marry insults. Marriage is not an achievement. Beautiful, yes, but should never be yardstick of measuring a woman's success or ability to lead. A very nice one there, because you find that, in fact,
the pressure is so much on women, particularly.
Exactly.
It's more on women.
Most especially when you happen to be a successful woman and you are getting to a particular age. You just hear...
Even the one that is not successful, there is always so much pressure. And after the marriage, they start counting years for you as you put to bed. And the pressure is just too much. People go to unnecessary lengths because of, society and, family.
What will people say and all that?
Exactly.
Okay. So you want to give us... Okay, I think Reno is saying something about marriage too. Yes. Married this morning on Twitter.
Reno Omokri also talked about marriage, and he says, the main cause of African poverty is summarized in this sentence: go and marry. Your mates have married. When we change to I will marry when I'm ready, Africa will stop being poor. Marriage is not a competition. It is not.
This morning, I think our advice this morning is on marriage.
Exactly.
So don't be too desperate.
No,
You're not
no
you
point.
have your own life to live. I have my own life to live.
Yeah.
If my counterpart married at the age of 21, it doesn't mean that I'm a failure because I've not married at 31. I'm not married at 31. I have my time. She has her time.
Exactly, and you won't marry her husband, she won't marry yours.
Definitely. Kate Henshaw this morning, what's Kate Henshaw saying on Twitter? She's saying, better look after that child in your care. He or she will not remain a child for long. If you abandon him or her, don't come looking when they make it in life. You cannot reap where you do not sow. We are about the family this morning.
Exactly.
Perspectives will tell you everything and anything. Once it's happening and it's happened or it's been talked about, the gist is here. So that's Kate Henshaw's advice this morning. Yes, you want to give us a final tweet this morning before we leave?
Is coming from Audu Maikori, the former Chocolate City boss. Audu Maikori says, the biggest evil I have seen in this world is how someone who once enjoyed a privilege or enjoyed undeserved favor then turns around and denies others the same favor or blessings or privilege they once enjoyed. That's the height of wickedness. Many of us are guilty of this.
Exactly.
We quickly forget.
We forget where we are coming from.
Yes.
So
and then the same thing we were complaining about others. When we get to that position, we now do worse.
Worse things. A word for our leaders.
And future leaders too.
And future leaders too. At times when you see some things that some people do, I just imagine, I tell myself, is it because I've not gotten to that stage or I've not gotten to that level? That's why I'm not acting like that. But I keep saying, when I get there, I don't want to act like that. I beg.
When you get there, we'll push you there.
Oh my God! When I get there, I still want to remain my same Yinka Kenny, the jolly Yinka. The people that my people know me that I'm jolly, always smiling, always happy. Well, that's a wrap this morning on the show. Here on Perspectives, you know that if it happened, it's happening, or it's been talked about, the gist is here on Perspective. We'll come your way same time next week. And you can also connect with us on social media, on Facebook and Instagram. At Watch Perspective, on Twitter at See Perspective. You can follow me on Facebook at Yinka Kenny World, Instagram and Twitter at Yinka Kenny 1. Abib.
Yes, I've had much fun today. I'm sure you have too. If so, join us next week and then let's have fun together again.
Once again, I want to apologize. We couldn't take your call this morning. But please send your text messages and WhatsApp to 0810-851-6644. When we come your way next week, we surely will read out your tweets and your SMS and your WhatsApp. Thank you so much. Till we come your way, same time, same station, next week. I am Yinka Kenny. Stay blessed.